can my child become socially relevant and current if he doesn't go to school? I'm going to rephrase this question because I think it means, how can I teach my child, excuse me, to get along with and fit in with peers? I'm assuming that's what it means, because I'm sure none of us as parents want our kids to be considered as weird when they come out of their homeschooling experience. So how can we make the home environment such that they are able to learn how to interact with people in a relevant way? Well, first I'd like to say that I believe that social development begins at home. In other words, the traits that we need to practice with people who are not of the family, like kindness, consideration, forgiveness, learning to say sorry, these are all important principles of relating to one another, of relating to others, and these have to be practiced at home first. In fact, some of the hardest people to get along with are family members. And I'm constantly trying to teach my kids how to love one another, how to make sure that they treat each other with kindness and learn to forgive one another. So if they can learn this at home first and practice it at home, I don't doubt that they'll be able to apply it with others, because it's easier to do that with your friends, people who you're not with constantly day in and day out. So first, we need to remember that social development begins at home, and we need to model this to our children and allow them to practice it with one another and teach them the golden rule, which is found in Matthew, where the Bible says, "Do unto others as you would have them do unto you." That's all about, making sure you think about others before yourself. Don't just think about yourself. And that's a very important principle when it comes to relating to others. Now, about fitting in and being relevant. When I went back into the school system, I didn't know what the popular music was. I didn't exactly, dressing in a certain way that was cool wasn't very important to me. But I knew how to listen to people. I knew how to communicate with people, how to get along, how to make people feel important, and how to reach out to people. And so the other things, whether you can learn about what music is popular, or what trends are popular. That on the one hand, maybe that matters to peers or people your age when you go into school. But on the other hand, it's not as important as learning how to treat people with respect and with kindness, and learning how to reach out to people and being a blessing. And so we teach those things to our kids, and they're going to hear what's popular from the media anyway, but it's more important to teach them how to relate well to others in the family, and then to extend that towards people in the outside world. And so we give them opportunities as well to do that, because we don't want our kids to live in a bubble. We don't want to just keep them at home and say, well, this is the environment that you're going to have to grow up with, and you're not going to interact with other human beings. There are some homeschooling families who do that, and it can be weird. But with our family, we take them along with us, and we do ministry. We get them involved in play groups. We have a co-op that we belong to, and so our kids are constantly interacting with other children, their age and different levels, and even adults. So there's many opportunities for them to practice their social skills. But it's very, very important that parents remember that all these social skills must be lived out, modeled, and practiced at home first. And then we give our children opportunities to practice them outside of the home, or to apply them.